Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Flying and Eating. Today, let's go somewhere and do something, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey guys, it's Adam here. Today's adventure, we're going down to Kansas City, Missouri for the Kansas City Retro Game Convention. I've been invited as a guest, and that's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time there. But the goal of this video, my buddy Ben is going to pick me up from the airport, and we're going to do a whole bunch of barbecue stuff. I think we're going to try and find the best barbecue in Kansas City.
And we get to skip all that, because as always, clear lane for me. We completed our time over at security. Now we have to go to the sea gates, which means we're going left of the dinosaur. So we've made it to MCI, which is Kansas City's airport. This is the terminal area, and I got myself a coffee because I am dying. It's a short flight, so we didn't get any coffee on this trip. Anyway, so now I'm gonna go head out of here, go find my buddy Ben, and we're going to explore the city. This is actually the first time I've been to this airport, possibly ever. If I was ever here, I was when I was a kid, but I don't think I've ever been here.
Hey, I'm with Ben, and I guess Batman's back there behind us. How you doing, Batman?
Oh yeah, I know, the kid.
So,
the kid car seat.
I think a lot of the country knows that Kansas City is associated with barbecue, but you only know that because you go in the grocery store and you see the type of supposedly Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas Masterpiece.
Yeah, you'll see that stuff. But I want you to hear this from someone who's actually like in like on the turf and can tell you the details.
See, you're selling me up here because I kind of think I don't make my own barbecue. I just buy it. That's the other nice thing is like there's a lot of people who do homegrown barbecue here, but you don't need to do that. So Kansas City is more of a wet barbecue, if you know what that means. It's kind of like there's a dry rub and wet. Most of the time in Kansas City, it's kind of a wet sauce, tomato-based. It could be sweet, it could be spicy. If you want ribs, you usually go to a specific place like Arthur Bryant's. If you want burnt ends, you can go to like Jack Stack. If you want an overall great experience, you go to Q39 or you go to this place called Casey Joe's. So what I like about Casey Joe's is, I don't know how to describe this outside of, I had a sandwich once when I was working nights, and it was the first time I had Casey Joe's or Oklahoma Joe's, and it was the simple, tiny pulled pork sandwich. And when I ate, and it just looks unassuming, and when I ate it, I felt like I was in candid camera. I was like, why? This is no reason being this good. It's just a sandwich, right? And that's what this stuff can do to you and why it's so popular. I felt like whoever made a deal with the devil. They're like, make the best sandwich in the world. And that's what they did.
We just crossed into Kansas. I'm sorry I did a terrible job of filming that, everybody. Joe's Kansas City Barbecue, which, as you just informed me, is actually in Kansas.
Let's go inside.
We are in Kansas anymore?
Yes, we are in Kansas City. So normally, if you're videoing, I don't know if you're, so normally the line goes all the way out there.
And today, it's non-existent.
Well, it's because it's 4 o'clock. In about an hour, it's going to get there.
All right, then we picked it perfectly. All right, so give me some recommendations. What am I doing?
So you should probably get the I don't know, Z-Man pulled pork. Get a little of both. You can get half and half. One, like you can get the sandwich, have half pulled pork, and then half of it beef brisket.
Do you recommend a sandwich?
Yeah, I do.
The decision has been made. The Z-Man, which is a slow smoked beef brisket, smoked provolone cheese, topped with onion rings and toasted Kaiser bun, and a side of the mac and cheese, authorized by you.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
So here it is, the Z-Man. I got the smaller one because we're going to have more barbecue later, yes, as well as a side of mac and cheese. And already, without eating it, my favorite thing about this place, even though they made the mistake of including pickles, they were smart enough to put them off to the side that so no human being ever has to actually consume them. I hate pickles. I hate them. I just want to thank you. He ate those off there for me to get them away from my food.
So I got the, just to mix it up, I got the Carolina pork sandwich. So it's pulled pork with their spicy slaw. Mm-hmm. Spicy slaw is kind of like a Carolina thing, but here it's just amazingly good. I'll have to cut some off so you can try a little bit.
Thank you. What did you get, if you don't mind me asking you?
See,
For me, the slaw is the devil. I don't like cold slaw at all. So I did the pulled pork and then baked beans. Usually I get fries, but people tell me I should eat more of the baked beans.
I appreciate that you called them the devil too, because usually that's actually what I refer to pickles as, is the devil's cucumbers.
Yeah, the devil, well, that's the devil's cabbage, I guess, which sounds like weed, but it's actually coleslaw.
They were cool enough to give me a little bit of pulled pork. I'll try that in a minute.
Spicy, right?
Barbecue sauce. So far so good. Crushed the pork already. Dipping it. It's solid stuff. This is actually really good barbecue sauce. Not surprising, I guess. I shouldn't have been surprised by that at all. So this one has onion rings in it, which I feel like it gives it this nice savory crisp while you're also enjoying the pork. Well, it's not, it's beef brisket, sorry. But the beef, so it gives this nice sweet and kind of crispy, savory like blend all at once along with the barbecue sauce. It's really very good, and the bread is super soft, and this is really quite a sandwich. You weren't kidding.
You now evidently think I'm in an eating contest.
So, have you tried the mac and cheese yet?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So, this is good. It's a little spicy in a good way. Fluffy, creamy, but not the most cheesy. What do you think?
That's fair. Yeah, it's almost like less mac and cheese, more
Mac?
more mac, less cheese, and like an Alfredo base or like something milder than just a cheesy mac and cheese.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a cheddar. It's good. It's just it's not what I typically would expect a mac and cheese to taste like.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe it's not cheddar and it's something a little more bland, but I tend to really like it here, but I usually get surprised.
Yeah, I would say gravitate more towards the sandwich, but this isn't bad. It's just not. It just can't be the sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, barbecue place normally I would say like go for beans, but like if you're not a bean fan, I mean mac and cheese. I get the meat.
It depends on the style. Like Austin, Texas, you find some amazing mac and cheese sides.
Yeah,
it's just you never know.
Like 2 hours from now, we're going to a completely different place.
It's called Fiorella's Jack Stack. It's been around a long time. It's very fancy. It's like white tablecloth place.
Tell everybody about burnt ends, because he was kind of going off about this, and I'd never heard about this.
It's kind of like the trashy part of barbecue. It's the part that people kind of got rid of, and it wasn't until this guy with like Fiorella, I think, unless I might be wrong. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to Google and Wikipedia it, but basically he was the one that kind of pioneered burnt ends and like marinated them, smoked them. Made them really tender, and like you'll see tonight, like basically burnt ends were born in the place that we're gonna go to.
So right here is a street called State Line. We are currently in Kansas, and now we are in Missouri. We can literally say, sorry, we're not in Kansas anymore. Yeah, don't get that joke is not going away. Sorry.
Okay, so we've got our food. We got our brisket, so we got the ends, right?
Oh yeah, it's me again. Yeah, we have the burnt ends, which I already talked about in the car. We won't borrow you again how that happened. And then you have the beef brisket, which you can tell by the coloring and everything. It's wonderful. You got the you got the beans, and then you've got the corn.
Baked corn.
It's some sort of corn.
Yeah, I got that too, along with the fries. But they also gave me the devil's cucumbers again, so I need you to just do me a favor and get rid of that.
I'll take them away.
Those kryptonite, disgusting, inedible trash.
Yeah.
Just get that
I'm
right.
like your significant other.
Get that right out of there.
Okay.
I have to grab a napkin. What are you putting it on the
You're
food
sorry.
for?
Your loss is my game.
Get that out of there.
I'm left-handed. You're making me do this with
Yes,
my right hand.
it's got to go.
I'll just take that piece then.
Good. Anyway, despite that incident, I am looking forward to this. Okay, so the brisket was good, beef brisket, but the ends, this is what you said they were known for.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a reason. This is something special. You guys should try this. I know it's probably heathenistic, but I dipped some of the fries in this baked corn, cheese corn stuff. It was also fantastic.
We dip in the Midwest. It's perfectly fine.
I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, I know. You talk about that all the time. You and your deep dish pizza. I'm just kidding.
It's called the Midwest. So the food was fantastic. I've now parted ways with Ben, and I will see him again tomorrow. And I'm now at my Airbnb that the convention was cool enough to put me up in, which is actually its own house, which is really cool. It's got plenty of K-cups and stuff. I'm looking forward to just absolutely demolishing those, plus water. My own area here. There's a couple of bedrooms. However, I'm not going to be the only one staying here. A couple of other YouTubers will be as well. There's a bedroom there, and my bedroom right here. Day 2, and we were heading off to the con today. Later, we'll have more barbecue, but in the meantime, before the con, we got to prep. So we stopped at a QT, or a Quick Trip, which is kind of like a Wawa for anybody who lives on the East Coast, gas station stuff. Simple little breakfast burrito type of thing. That's all I'm doing. But I'm gonna be excited because not only is the convention itself gonna be fun, but man, more barbecue later. So the audio I got on site was unfortunately useless, so I thought I would just give you guys a little bit of a look at what Kansas City Retro is like. It was basically, you know, in an Elk Lodge type of thing, and it was a nice little dealer swap type of thing. It was really a fun, little humble little event. It was great if you just wanted to check stuff out. And they also had this really cool little museum. They, right here is like a Super Nintendo military training set. That's like supposedly the only or one of the few complete sets. Whereas like, you know, you have various cartridges from like D-Makes and rare variants from Brazil. Very, very rare light gun game. You know, prototypes and extremely oddball versions of hardware. If you know, most of this stuff never came out or it's super early versions. Here you see a bunch of development kits for like the Sega Saturn, the 3DO, the original PlayStation, that's a Net Yaroze model, a test PlayStation 2, an Xbox debug kit, a Wii U development kit, and of course my contribution, what I brought along, the Sega Pluto prototype.
So I've got the Pluto all set up here. There's a little guide about me, and actually I was asked to sign some stuff. These are cards, Magic the Gathering cards. I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I voiced this character in a game called Mana Strike. So I've done the deed. I've signed these. Officially the first merch I've ever signed as the character, or for having played the character. And this was actually mine to keep. This was actually the character I played, but illustrated by one of the Final Fantasy artists. So that's pretty neat. So we have arrived at Q39. Everyone recommended this to me. I'm with John Hancock, 16-Bit Pete, and 8-Bit Eric. And it's a YouTube gaming dorkathon, and all we're going to do is talk about food. There will be no video games discussed here.
I'm fat and I love food.
I love eating stuff. And everyone said that we gotta check out this barbecue place. So
I'm ready to get fat.
Yeah. Oh, it's barbecue number 3 for me on this trip, and I've been here for 2 days.
Little trophies right here. That's a good time.
Yeah, dude. It's. I cannot even begin to express how good this place smells, and that's on the outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that perfect wood, like cooked smell. Like you just know.
So they got some spicy chicken wings, ish, and I got a mac and cheese appetizer. How are your wings?
Oh yeah. It's probably all over my face. Doesn't matter.
No, you look good. You look good.
Good time.
I'm worried about the beer too. I'm over here like trying to.
He thinks it's too spicy.
No, I was worried it was going to be too spicy. But
And how is it?
It's really sugary, actually.
Good. You like it?
Great dude. Yeah.
Tell me about the beer, because I never get to talk about this stuff because I don't drink.
I love beer. When you look up the light, you can't see through it. Okay, this is a stout. Smells sweet. I don't know. It's some local. It's a seasonal.
Goose Island.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's really good. 15% alcohol, by the way. I mean, it's got a really sweet smell to it. And and then the reason why it's served in this glass is because the alcohol content is 15%. That's a lot. I already said that. Getting a little tipsy. That's okay.
It might be hitting him a little bit.
Yeah.
This was fantastic, by the way, everybody. This is one of the best mac and cheeses I've ever had. I just want that on record because it was fantastic. How was your wings? Like in the end, what do you think?
It wasn't bad. It was a little sticky, icky, but I like it.
Well, of course it's sticky. It's chicken wings.
Yeah. A little sugary. I can see the difference. Like
Not too spicy though, right?
No.
Yeah, it was good.
I can see the difference
I'm
in
hungry,
Kansas
so-
being.
Oh, no, yeah, and that's good.
Yeah, barbecues. This is a really good, highly recommended place with a trophy rack.
And so far, we haven't even had our actual food yet. Food has arrived. You excited? You haven't.
Burnt tips,
Yeah,
brisket, beans, seasoned vegetables.
And John's potato salad. We got the same thing over here.
It's too creamy for
I got
me.
fries.
I can't have it because of
Yeah.
diet issues. This is half gone. This is amazing.
He dived right in.
Burnt tips, half gone. These look great. Recommend this place.
And what you got? The burger.
Oh my
We all
goodness.
smelled this from when we were walking.
We did.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
I got.
We can smell it from here.
I copied your sides.
Yeah.
I heard you talking to the waitress,
It's a good choice.
and then I got. This is the burnt end burger. Look at this masterpiece.
So it's basically these things in a burger structure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Burnt tips are better than the last.
They're supposed to be phenomenal.
I agree
Yeah.
that
The last place we went, these are better.
So this looks like a better barbecue place than we did for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like obviously the trophy case is proving itself to be real.
Yep.
So we felt. I think it was you. You felt really just.
Yes.
You wanted gas station ice cream.
Yeah, I wanted gas station.
Gas station ice cream? I almost got one of those hot dogs too. Fuck it.
Like, we're nerds, so okay, we're not going to do formal things. We're going to go to like a shitty ass gas station and get shitty ass ice cream. So
I at least settled for Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
we went all like.
I got half baked. Yeah.
Okay, you got those at home. Those are good. Strawberry, like strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
Okay. I got. Oh, this is premium chocolate. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not Ben and Jerry's.
Can't go wrong with cookies and cream.
What Ben and Jerry's is good?
I got half baked. It's got chocolate and vanilla ice cream mixed with gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge brownies.
Also, like,
Let the obesity set in that is already here. Day 3, it's time to go eat breakfast before I head home, and we've decided to go to this. The Big Biscuit. I was told the food is ridiculously big and perhaps contains biscuits. We'll see. But I was told don't get the 5-car pileup, is what you said?
7-car or 5-car. Yeah.
7-car or 5-car pileup.
Don't get it. It's too much.
Yeah. How is it described? It's like just stacks of food on top of other food.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted just for the literal car wreck, but I don't know. We'll see. I typically go with anything they consider signature, whatever they claim to do. That's my section. Within that, I am not gonna lie, Nate. The 3-car pileup looks kind of insanely awesome, but it's also like 2 days worth of food all in one go. So I might have to compromise and go with a big breakfast. I don't know. I'm feeling breakfast food.
this right here needs to be here, okay? Their name, okay, needs to be a signature mule.
So we each got our own jug of coffee. That's an immediate, like, yeah, cheers, everybody. Yeah. That's an immediate bonus point. You basically got the same thing I got. And I noticed you followed my tactic, which is when you're not sure, you ask them what they
The
think.
server's going to know, and even if she doesn't know, she's going to give body language saying, yeah, you probably shouldn't order that. And she did that. And it cued me in on what to order and
I
what
like
not
how
to.
she said, we will make the grits, but it's on you to make them taste good.
That was, yes. That's how you know don't go with that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. What did you guys order? Do you remember?
The Yardbird? Yep, basically chicken and waffles, pretty much.
All right, and you?
The Alamo, which is a breakfast burrito, but it's huge, apparently.
I saw that, and I was like, I was tempted.
Jalapenos and tomatoes and meat and all that good stuff.
Food has mostly arrived. I'm still waiting on my biscuits and gravy, which looks a lot like that, because that's exactly what it is.
Yes.
There you go. You've already started in.
Yes.
Yours, look at that. Crazy. And finally the Alamo,
Those
which
biscuits
looks
are good.
insane.
The biscuits are really good.
Or how are you thinking about the majority of your food?
Oh, yeah. I'm satisfied. The biscuits are the best.
Yeah.
The
That's what I'm saving for last.
Yeah, the patties, okay. I think the country potatoes look all right, but definitely the biscuits are the highlight.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same vein. Like, it's good. It's breakfast food. You know. Are you guys happy with yours?
Oh, very much so.
Good? Oh, yeah. So we're near State Line Road. It's actually right back there. Now, if you look at State Line Road on a map, it's the border between Kansas and Missouri. And it's both heavily populated. Contrary to popular belief, Kansas City is not actually in Kansas. It's primarily in Missouri. The Kansas side is actually a completely different city, which I believe is also basically named Kansas City, but they're not actually the same city because you can't do that. You can't have a city that crosses to a state border. It's not allowed. When you have a population that lives along like a border like this, you'll find that there's oddities that arise. One is that Kansas, for example, has a lot of strange laws on liquor and what time it can be served until and all sorts of stuff like that. So here on the Missouri side, they just have a surplus of bars just sitting around waiting for anybody who wants to cross the street and go drink later than they normally could. So for example, on this side of the line, you would see a Gomer's Fine Wine and Spirits that could be open late serving alcohol. And on that side, all they can have is a Jimmy John's. So right now, we are still on the Missouri side of the street. You can see State Line there. And as we walk along, we're going to walk right on into Kansas. You know, we go right on in, and now we are officially in the land of Dorothy and Oz and all the stuff you guys absolutely hate the references to because it never stops. Yes, we get it. Clark Kent grew up here. Yes, we get it. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, got it. And I'm tired. I am so tired of the we're not in Kansas anymore line. We all understand. We all get the reference. So we were looking at a couple of other random spots. You'll see subtle differences like this. Like on that side, you can see that Missouri decided to draw where the line is. and Kansas didn't. Or for example, Missouri has a sidewalk that's very clearly defined, and over here, Kansas didn't build one. I just looked this up. Do you guys know, so sales tax in Missouri is 4.25%, while in Kansas, it's 6%. What that means is, you see this Phillips 66 gas station with the mini mart? If there happened to be one on this side, every item in this side would be more expensive than this side of the street. So we've got some craft sodas. I'm not gonna lie, that Hank's caramel apple cream soda is kind of interesting. I think I might do that. We got ginger beers, other Hank's craft ones. Some Route 66, I've never heard of this. This one was new to me. Forgive my ignorance, but that's actually soda with hemp in it, CBD. And it straight up says it. It's got 20 milligrams of hemp extract in them. This caramel apple cream soda, surprisingly good. It's a concept that you don't see very much. It's fantastic. I would highly recommend checking this out if you like caramel apple in soda form. Today, we are hitting up Arthur Bryant's. Multiple people said I had to check this one out. So they have their wall of fame. President Obama once came here. John McCain and Sarah Palin came here.
Jimmy Carter.
Where's Jimmy Carter? Oh, there he is, President Carter. I got to see his stuff down at Mary Mac's Tea Room in Atlanta. But it's not just politicians. We've got great figures like Harrison Ford, Steven Spielberg, and of course the GOAT himself, Larry the Cable Guy. So I ended up getting the 3B with fries. Like, dude just took did you see what he did? He just went to put his hand in the fryer and just like grabbed this thing and just chucked it. It was awesome. And what did you end up getting?
The 18th and Vine has coleslaw on the sandwich, which is a must for me. So,
and you got this really frosty, active beer happening here. What's the deal with this?
It's just really cold. So, Prost.
Basically, this is like a beef tip, or it's the ends, right? The ends, like they make an entire sandwich out of the ends of a beef brisket. So Nate is back too, and a little bit of beer has been spilled, but it's all right. What did you get?
I got the turkey sandwich.
Okay. And anything special about it?
I mean, smoked turkey is the way to go. If you ever have the opportunity to come to Arthur Bryant's, anything here, you can't go wrong, but obviously turkey is my thing.
So like any legitimate barbecue place, they have their own stuff. This is the president's choice, which we thought at first, because you said Obama had come here, which we saw photos of. And President Carter was here. Yep. But then we realized all of them say that. Which one did Obama pick? Which one did Carter pick? And which one is a lie? So Nate had this really good idea to test all of the barbecue sauces by putting them on a fry. And this one changed his face. Nate was just like, he was a different person for a few minutes. And then I tried it, and I think he's right. I think that's the best one.
Oh, it's not super hot?
No, I don't think so. But I liked it the best of the three.
Okay, good.
So I'm really liking my sandwich here. It's kind of falling apart, but that's okay. That's what it's for. Putting more of that sauce on it. You said it best. It's mustardy in like a good way. It's like a Carolina mustard type of flavor. It's really, really good. Are you guys enjoying your sandwiches?
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
I already had half of it already.
Yeah, it's hard for me to even comment on it because I like it so much. There's an onion ring built into it. Gives it a nice crispy, savory flavor in the middle of the soft pork, or beef, sorry. And it's just great. I am now back at the airport, MCI, here in Kansas City. It turns out this is just one of the terminals. There's actually completely separate rings on other sides depending on what airline you're in. It doesn't seem like they're connected except for maybe a bus or something. So this is an oddly laid out airport. Like, I'm not beyond security yet this is my gate 67, which means I have to walk all the way down there, go through security, and then walk all the way around the other side. I don't know if they have clear here. I'm guessing they don't, but either way, I still have my TSA pre-check, but here we go. So got through TSA pre-check, no problems. Yeah, no clear section here, but one thing that's kind of odd is, so a few years ago, United Airlines did a promotion with Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and they still have ads up for it here, which is kind of cool to see, I guess, even though that movie was garbage. And with that, I am back home in Chicago. It has been a wonderful time down in Kansas City. It was awesome to go to Kansas City Retro. Really huge shout out to those guys for bringing me out for that. Barbecue was amazing. And I know you want a final consensus. Which one was the best? Honestly, I don't know.
They were all phenomenal, but they were all totally different experiences. That's one of the great things about traveling and checking all these things out, is you can try out all these best things and still get so many different, unexpected, wonderful results. So I would legit recommend all 4 of the places that we went to. But if you really need like a best, I might have to say Q39, maybe, but that's a tough call. They were all fantastic. Highly recommend all of them. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you all later.